Welcome everyone to the 90th Minute Podcast. Today, I'm with Waz, Brett, Matt, Liam, nearly all of us today.
Yeah, I was shocked. It was almost all six too. But
Greg pulled out at the final minute.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm so mad at
That's what
that.
she said.
I'm so mad at that.
we're already starting with that, eh? Well, and Matt's on the podcast.
This is good because we have the Barca supporter and we have a Liverpool supporter, so we can kind of talk more so about your clubs. Because last week we talked more about Manchester United. Let's be
Why
honest.
do you guys not talk about Manchester United?
Do I not exist?
Who
No.
cares? Who
You don't
cares?
mention me. Jumbo! Jumbo, baby! Hey, we played.
No one cares.
We played yesterday.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Look, I understand,
Game.
but I want to believe
I
our
didn't even know what
listeners
happened.
would like to listen to something other than
Rapid
just Man
VN.
United. We're having a conversation.
What do you want, big man? Don't
This is
circling up and wrapping around.
Let's just get back to.
palpable.
Get back to whatever you want.
We weren't even on a topic.
Exactly.
Okay, but that
the
is
couch
something. That is something I did want to
Also,
mention.
Can I, before we get to it, can I
Sure.
get you really quickly?
Sure.
I feel out of place on this couch. There's a lot of hair, and then there's a lot of hair, and then this guy.
It's all about balance. But
Audio listeners, you know what he looks like.
He's looked the same every single time you've seen him for the past.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
30
yeah,
as he said, a toe,
yeah.
a toe.
I
he
do
said.
look like a fat toe.
But yes, we do have the Barca supporter on, and that was one of the topics that I wanted to bring up today.
What we want to talk about?
Well, Barca, like the more
Flipping
chatter.
levers, that's all you need to know.
No, you're not.
We're flipping levers.
Yeah, but you don't have any money. Not only do you, and I realize that's not a breaking development, but you
Just wait
owe
for us- just
players.
wait for us to flip the levers, bro.
But you owe players so much money.
Shush.
That's their mentality.
Shush.
Can I just say
Wait.
quickly, Ousmane Dembele is
Flip
signing
the
a
levers.
Ousmane
You
Dembele
have
is signing
levers?
a new contract.
No one just doesn't want to come to your club, you know? You don't even have levers.
Ousmane Dembele is signing a new contract, which
okay.
is 40% less of a salary than the contract he turned down in December.
Really?
Good
Yes.
for that. Good for that piece.
Why the fuck is he signing that deal?
Maybe like
Because nobody else wants him.
well, I mean,
Newcastle
Wow.
would take him at that point.
but here's the thing: Newcastle have not tried to bid for him, so
It's actually interesting how Newcastle are going about their signings, how they are not going about signing anyone of stature, let's say. But yeah, back to Barca. It looks like you've signed Rafinha. Congratulations.
Wow.
But
he's a good winger.
Levers.
He'll do well in La Liga. I
He
think.
will do well in the league. I completely agree.
But the thing is that along with your signings is that Bayern wants money up front because Barcelona still owes so many clubs fees from players that they've bought from other clubs.
Munich are just being a bunch of cunts.
They have full right to be. Let's be for real.
Yeah, you're right.
They-
This
You're
guy,
trying to steal their best player.
yeah, and their best player doesn't want to show up. So, like, at one point in time, you got to make an executive decision. They've already signed Mane.
Just sell him to fucking Dortmund.
Just go
shit.
Just sell fucking Lewandowski and reinvest.
Just sell.
Just
sell
look
the
at
best
players-
goal scorer in the world.
Look at the
Just
players they
go.
got for 70 million this year. Look at all the players they got for 70 million. You're telling me they can't put 50 mil to good use? It's Bayern.
But who would Bayern go out and buy then?
I don't know.
Well, they're gonna get Delit apparently.
Great
Yeah,
signing.
Like,
Good for him getting the fuck out of Juventus. It's the best piece of business he's done since Ajax. Jesus Christ. Look at that club. They're like Angel Di Maria. I thought that man was retired 6 years ago. Holy shit. Fucking Bobby the Elf. Get the fuck off him.
what do you mean? That guy's been unbelievable for Argentina. Huh?
I think he's been pretty good
He's
for
been good for
PSG.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, I think you'd score 13 goals next season for PSG.
I mean,
don't
Messi
think
did.
I would.
No.
Messi did.
What does that say about Lionel?
I don't think I'm
Man,
as good
I
as
mean,
Messi.
I mean, I think it would Lionel really depend on the system
He's
he's
so
playing.
sad. He's but my Argentinian friend, one or two players off because I don't want you here, Lionel. You should be back at Barca. Oh, but I want to be at Barca too. I miss Xavi. I miss Iniesta. Piqué. Shut up, Messi. Fuck off. You're making 18 billion. Fuck you.
This is why I don't come to these, man. Every single time I come here, I feel like
Can't
a
stand
piece
that
of me
guy.
gets a little bit stupider, you know? Every single time. And sooner or later, man, I'm just gonna be a fucking degenerate.
Welcome,
And it's gonna
I mean,
be
yeah,
your
yeah.
welcome to this couch.
I'm gonna be just like you guys.
I mean, you already are.
yeah. Welcome to the Degenerate
Hey, look
Podcast.
at you. You're part of us.
yeah, you're just as part of it. But
Waz, what are your opinions on all of this?
We were talking about
Levers.
There's a lot going on right now.
Barca is playing.
I'm interested to see how Barca do next season.
Barca's like playing that challenge where you start with £1 and you have to turn it into 100,000 pounds. They're going, I got paperclip. I'll trade you a paperclip for that coin, and that coin will trade it for that fucking piece of wood. It's like, what?
Yeah, but at one point though, they also had the 100 million though,
Yeah.
but they also lost it,
guys.
so now they're
A guy
back to
named
the.
Laporta just shit the bed.
He ate it all.
Levers.
I don't want to hear any more about your levers.
Fucking levers.
I don't want to hear about
We
it
does that even
anymore.
mean?
We finished our year in a profit. Why? Levers.
Because shoddy
Levers.
investments.
No, levers.
Because they're selling their
Josh, it doesn't matter what the levers are.
Wait,
All that
no,
matters is their levers.
no, but I do actually want to hear that.
well, like they're basically selling like long-term TV deal money.
Is it 25% of our team?
I think it's either 15 or 25%.
like
Was it not like
25 over,
upfront
like, 50
that Barca's
years
going to
ago.
make money, but in the long term, you're actually going to lose that money?
Well, yeah, because it's a certain portion of those television rights that Barcelona have. They've sold them off for short-term, upfront money right now.
How do you sell off TV revenues?
Because each
How
club,
is that for sale?
La Liga do things differently.
they do, yeah.
I'm not a full expert. I wanted
To
to
be
read.
honest, we wouldn't be in so much of a pickle if Javier Tebas wasn't such a bitch.
But
That guy's such a bitch. I really hate that guy, you know? Because every single fucking time we do something, Barca can't afford him. Barca can't afford him. No, you need to understand, Barca can't afford him. And then the second time, at the second fucking, the very fucking second, Mbappe said no to Real Madrid. Like, how could he? PSG are ruining football. PSG, we're going to fucking sue them. How could they? How could they do this? No way, fuck that guy, bro.
But they seem to.
Fuck that guy.
They seem to play.
You know how strict? You know how strict our wage structure is in La Liga? It's crazy. You guys wouldn't be able to operate.
Why?
No,
fact.
not
Why?
a chance in hell.
No,
Why?
you wouldn't.
No, I'm genuinely asking why.
Well, I mean, from my football manager perspective, it's annoying.
It's
I've
shit.
in my 7th season with Espanyol, I've just gone past the 1 million wage mark.
Oh, really? So what is?
Ronaldo makes half of that. Like,
Explain to me like I'm 5.
So yeah, so there's a wage cap in La Liga. Basically, clubs can only spend if they're realistically making a certain percentage of money.
Right.
So in Barcelona's case, they need to make a certain amount of cash in order to eventually spend.
Sure.
So like even like just getting rid of some contracts, that's not enough because
Because we were operating at like 1 for, what is it, 1 for 4? 1
Yeah.
for 5 or something.
Yeah,
and
something
is that
like that.
why
So like
a
if
lot
we
of
sold a player for 100 mil,
you only spend like 25.
we'd get
or
like
20.
25 mil.
Oh, okay. I see. I
and
see.
is that why La Liga players have such insane sponsorship deals and stuff like that? Because they get their money from outside of the league, kind of thing.
I'm not too knowledgeable about
And
that.
they don't pay taxes. None of them ever pay taxes. All of Spain doesn't pay tax.
Yeah.
It's all the agent's fault.
Well, I mean, you take a look at every basically major footballer ever, and they're like, "Oh, tax evasion, tax evasion." They're like, "I don't know what I did. I was just
I
getting
don't
paid."
know.
Let's be real though. Everyone tries to evade tax. It's not like,
Oh, you can't endorse that. You can't
of course
endorse
I can
that.
say that. Everyone tries to evade. No one wants to pay taxes.
I mean, he's right.
Well,
if you can,
If you can avoid taxes right now, tell me you wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I don't live in Texas, okay? I don't live in place, okay? But speaking of fraud, well, I'm sitting next to one of them almost. Okay, enough of you. But speaking of fraud, I'm trying to find the story again because I seem to have lost it. But speaking of fraud, Sepp Blatter, I found it. Sepp Blatter found not guilty of fraud. With Platini, yeah, Platini, excuse me, yes. Platini, yeah. But found not guilty following their fraud trial in Switzerland.
Oh, that's for a specific case, I think.
Oh, so then basically they're just getting away off of a technicality then? Just because it's like let's be, everybody with a singular working mind would know that Sepp Blatter.
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, we are 6 months away from a Qatar World Cup.
Yeah, yes. Let's be real here.
But justice systems don't work the same when you have money.
That's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing. Sepp Blatter could do whatever he wants. They go, well, there was a loophole, and then this guy. It's like
fuck, if I evaded my taxes, I'd be getting anally probed by CRA. But Cristiano Ronaldo does it. No, man, it's okay.
Yeah, there's,
Just pay them back.
There's a set of rules, and then there's
Pay
a
them
rich
back.
person set of rules, and that is unfortunately. Fuck!
I said
Scarf fell.
at
Oh
the
my
start.
God.
I said before we recorded that this scarf we have for the audio listeners
If you
specifically.
idiots didn't tape them up there, what is this?
How the fuck
Sticky
else
shit.
you gonna put it
What is it hanging?
with what?
You got pinned.
Fucking tax
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I used to do.
at the dollar store.
I actually looked. They did not have any of the.
We
Oh,
go
go
to
to a
Staples.
different dollar store.
There was only
Staples.
one at the spot.
Oh my
I don't pay that
fucking
exorbitant
God,
rates.
bro. Can
I'm
you
gonna-
believe that shit?
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna.
There's tack. There's a tack right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you want
what
on
was it?
audio, I will explain what happened. A scarf fell from studio onto Brett.
Now Brett has it on
Shout
his
out,
neck.
shout out to that team on the scarf, Vancouver Whitecaps, family friend of mine, is now in their youth academy.
Congratulations.
Really?
That dude.
Congratulations.
He's half Brazilian, so he's
Wait,
That
what?
makes
Yeah,
sense,
he is
yeah.
half Brazilian.
He's half
His
Brazilian.
mom's Brazilian. He's got the full Marcelo
Oh, I
hair.
love that.
No.
The guy's kind of
Jogo
sick.
Bonito football.
I'm ready for him to burst on the scene.
Your cousin is the
Not a
next
cousin,
Wonder
family
Kid.
friend.
Oh, family
Family
friend.
friend. He's
Next Wonder
my
Kid.
neighbor's grandson. I've known this kid since he was like fucking
That's
5.
kind of cool.
He'd show up all the time in the summertime.
Can we
hang
get
out
him
with
on the
him.
podcast?
Sure.
I'll
reach out.
What are you talking about? That's literally. Oh, get him on the
I'll
podcast.
reach out.
I am so sorry. I heard. Can we get
I'll touch him.
on with the podcast? I am so sorry. I thought you were like you trying to backtalk him. I was like, oh my
I don't
god.
want to disrupt the kid's future.
make him a star already.
Absolutely not.
So Barcelona frauds. Somehow Sepp Blatter's not a fraud.
Levers.
Honestly, this guy thinks that Sepp Blatter runs Barcelona
Can we
right
talk
now.
quickly about Manchester United and the Bruno Fernandes
Speaking of
documentary
Oh, I
happening?
love that.
Wait,
Actually,
what?
That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
So Bruno did a vlog on the plane on the
I wonder
trip
if it's gonna do as
to
well as Pogba.
Thailand.
Oh,
He was
really?
doing a little vlog. It was kind of funny. Yeah.
Fred had about 18 gallons of liquid on his flight table. That man had every possible drink, and it's just all these drinks. And Bruno goes, "This man drinks a lot because he runs. Fred the Red, he runs." I was like, "What am I watching right now?" Then we go to Jane Saji goes, "This man has the best drip in the world, drippiest drip," and I was like, "Excuse me, like."
The funny.
Your team is shit.
Leave us alone, okay? Leave us alone.
Team is so shit.
Enough. We're having
Frankie
fun.
probably watched that video. Like,
Yeah,
fuck all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
man.
Sunday League, you're
Yeah.
This is what-
fun.
The best part was his conversation with Bruno and Martial, and I'll play right here.
is back. Anthony Martial is back. He will be back scoring goal.
You think he really believed that?
I just,
No.
The best part is like, look who's back. Anthony Martial going to be scoring goals. He's like, in a really deep voice, please give me some assists.
Martial will be very happy if he scores 5 goals all season.
The funniest part about that to me, though, is the fact that one of the most viral clips for United recently has been Fernandez screaming at Fred and Tellez saying, "You're here to play football, not record it." And here he is doing a vlog.
I mean, he's on a how long hour flight?
So
to-
Oh, yeah.
United is a bit of a meme, of course, right? And one of the memes that actually came around this week, I think, was Harry Maguire liked an Instagram post about United having what was it?
It was he wanted.
It was a post saying that Cristiano Ronaldo's unhappy at United because his wage got deducted due to them failing to qualify for Champions League. And then Harry Maguire, like this man,
What a legend, man.
there's being a bad there's being a bad footballer. There's costing 80 million, and there's just being a dumbass.
Hey, he's good for England.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He's gonna carry us to the World Cup around the fucking 16.
I don't understand that. I don't understand how he
I
comes
don't
back
either,
from the
but
Euros.
I don't give a fuck.
I do. I do.
Because I hate Man U and I love England. And so far, we're doing great things.
Hey, speaking of England and last Euros, today when we're recording
Okay,
this,
Italy's not even in the World Cup. Fuck them.
today marks the 1-year anniversary that Italy won Euro
Guess
2020.
what? They're not in the World Cup.
Come in Rome,
Yeah.
come in Rome, football's coming to Rome.
And Italy's
They're not
going to
World Cup.
Toronto.
That was a fun stream.
Are they?
Yeah, throw back to our Euro streams back. I mean, not for you.
Fabrizio.
Yeah, Matt was in tears at the end of
I
that.
don't remember that.
Fabrizio joined us for a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fabrizio
Here we
Romano
go.
rated us. Those were good times in the night, man.
Throw back to Luke's basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only had fans.
Actual fans with the actual air moving.
Yeah, there's a dinky one over there, and it's so
Joker's got
bad.
the fan on like the second to last day of the Euros, and I was like,
I was pissed off. I got it like 2 weeks in.
buddy, I think I lost half
You
my
were
body
there
weight
for
in
half of
sweat.
it.
That's not a
Fuck
bad,
you.
That's not a bad thing.
I put it all back. Don't worry.
The rest of us
wish.
were carrying those Euro
I am
streams
so proud of you. Here's a fucking thumbs up.
while you were just working at
Yeah,
at the
man, what was
butcher.
that bullshit?
Yeah.
He was
Oh, he's
someone's
mad.
bitch.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I didn't have.
You missed so many good
I
moments.
was sorry. I wasn't getting paid to sit at home because my job is closed because of coronavirus.
No, you were just too busy being your company's bitch.
I technically had a job at the time.
Don't sugarcoat it. Oh yes, I wasn't getting paid to sit at home. No, you're being a bitch.
There's so many moments in that stream. Hey man, I'm not trying to piss you off today.
Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow, you never know.
That's usually on pro clubs.
I'm never playing pro clubs.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Anyway, let's get back. There were so many moments in the stream where I'm like, damn, it would have been nice to have Liam here.
I'm so sorry. I love that I'm your favorite though. Because that's what you're saying. I'm your favorite.
I don't think that's what he said.
That's what you said. I heard that.
You're just better to make you can go
I make vibes. Thanks.
viral.
Viral, yeah. You're just easy.
Fucking infectious.
You're easy to exploit.
Pod has been kind of all over the place, hasn't it?
Because unfortunately, to go viral, you need to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You really help with that.
See? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
talk
get
about
into
that. Let's
this.
talk about that.
Let's get into this. So,
We,
was
honestly,
it Greg?
We took Greg's virginity yesterday. We did. Greg's virginity was taken by myself and Brett.
Pause.
Greg had never seen Speed before.
Oh,
The looks on their faces.
So we were making Speed references, and he's like, I don't understand what's happening. So Brett pulled up the best of Speed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Can you use his full name? It starts to sound a bit like a
What's his
drug.
name?
Yeah.
Fucking I am Speed or
I show speed.
iShowSpeed.
Speed.
I don't know. I don't even know. I
That
think it's
I think
Boom.
iShowSpeed.
We all
iShowSpeed.
know who it is.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
So showing his best highlights kind of thing, including his Pikachu firework in his bedroom.
that's fucking hilarious.
It was great.
Mom!
So we watched that for about 10-15 minutes, and Greg thoroughly enjoyed it. Greg is now a big fan.
Oh God,
Greg
yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed losing it.
Yeah.
It is-
I thought actually like
No,
I thought you actually like, brought a woman and they did the business.
Okay.
there's just places did not need to go.
Okay, but also I don't know.
In other news,
Yeah. But
Manchester United.
that's also well. Speaking of speed, though, have you heard the song? Have you heard Suey?
It's not that good.
Oh,
That is a rock full of vibes.
Catchy.
Yeah.
He has one line, yeah.
Now here's
What?
the thing: just because
Cristiano Ronaldo.
first one.
it's catchy doesn't mean it's good.
Like the first verse.
the music you listen to is hot garbage. Though.
Fuck you. I'm not saying it's great.
You were out here requesting songs. And I'm
What do
saying,
you
well,
listen to?
I don't care.
I don't listen to anything
Here's the
good.
thing.
What do you? So why are you gonna call his music taste garbage?
like it.
And you think your own music taste?
Yeah,
good?
your
like
music's
my music.
bad.
Music is subjective.
It is.
No, that's not always true.
It is though.
No.
It's like movie-
You look. If you listen to that one girl who sung fucking Friday,
Yo,
and
man,
then
she got
Saturday,
bullied.
you have shit
Don't
taste in
even
music.
talk to me about Rebecca Black's Friday, okay?
Rebecca
Can we
Black.
talk about football, man?
No.
Also, if you think, what's that? What?
If you think,
Tekashi 6ix9ine's music was good. Okay, so
Yeah, now you're losing the plot a
Lil
little
Pump
bit.
shit though.
You're losing the plot a little bit here.
Give me-
I don't take that one back.
I know you have a football topic you want to bring
Yeah,
up.
thank
Please
God.
bring it up.
Thank God he says his hair used to be so pristine when he walked in. As soon as we started recording, it's just all over the place.
It becomes stressed.
Yeah.
So,
I think if you cut it off, you'd look.
thank you.
You should go for it.
Scotland!
You guys
Anyways,
support Mel Gibson though. He's not the best person.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
They got
Speed.
canceled before cancer was.
Anyways, I found from the Mirror, they did top 10 worst signings in Premier League history.
Should be an asterisk beside it because it was the Mirror.
I know.
They're not the
but-
best at football.
Actually, I don't know. It kind of
They're not the best in
Hit me
general.
with him. What?
They're not the best in general.
I mean, yeah.
Before we get into this, guess how many United signings are.
Oh,
in this?
there's a couple. Alexis Sanchez,
Pogba,
Paul Pogba.
Maguire.
Fucking Aaron Wan-Bissaka could be tossed into that list.
Well, here. So number 10,
Yep.
Man United.
Okay.
It's Paul Pogba, Juve United,
Paul
89 million.
Pogba.
Number 10.
Let's go,
I
baby.
think that probably should have been a bit higher.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a very like not because he was a bad player, but because you let him go for free
Twice.
And then paid. Yes, and then paid 89 million to get him back.
exactly. That.
Pretty numb.
Like he had some good moments. Like,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
when Ole
Not
came
a
in, he was
bad
like
player.
balling out, but
Yeah.
he was just never consistent for you guys.
Throw back to when Ole took over and Paul Pogba was like top 3 midfielders in the world for like 2 months. It was actually immaculate. It was beautiful.
Did you guys talk about the Pogba documentary?
No, actually, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's so bad.
Ratings aren't high enough.
Now, here's the question: is the Pogba documentary are the ratings low just because of United fans, or is it actually bad?
Probably both.
I'll have to check. I like the Neymar documentary. I thought that was good. Is it a 3-part series or 4-part? But definitely check it out.
How much time in that documentary was allotted to?
Not at all.
Or rolling around on the ground.
Really? I might watch it.
Yeah.
On
His kids were in there.
on Paul Pogba though, with I found this in relation to
Can we
man.
get through the rest of the list?
This is relates to the list. Can you chill out, please? Manchester United with and without Paul Pogba. With Paul Pogba, 216 games, 117 wins, 48 draws, 51 losses. A win percentage. I know I'm getting there. Can you?
Can we just like go and say Man U, Pogba good, Man U without Pogba bad?
With Man United, their win with Paul Pogba, Man United's win percentage was a 54.16. Without him, it was 58.9%.
So it's pretty much the same.
Not really.
Very similar.
In relation to over 400 games matches played in both, when you take a look at the two of them,
So are you saying
7% is much
Are
different?
you saying United were better without him?
Yes.
I was listening to a single stat.
Yeah, no kidding, because somebody started to talk over me. Who is next? Who is next?
Lucas, I'd love to get your opinion on this one. So number 9 is Fernando Torres, Liverpool to Chelsea, £50 million.
If they're talking about in Premier League in general, that would make sense because I remember when Fernando Torres went to Chelsea. Obviously, I was a Liverpool fan, and I still am. It was I was like, damn, it happened.
The
My
goat.
goat. But he left, and he ended up just completely flopping, as you guys know. And there's like websites like last time Fernando Torres scored a goal.com.
It's
That's
just
exceptional.
it's just weird how something like that happens where the man literally moves 4 hours away, same league, same everything. It's completely different.
Well, I think
Injuries?
injuries. He suffered a bad injury before the 2010 World Cup. He like barely recovered for it just in time, and again, I think that injury affected him quite a bit, and it obviously he was still a decent player, but he never really got the game time, I guess, fully get back his confidence, and when it didn't work out with Chelsea right away, just went downhill. And we know with many Chelsea strikers in the past, if it doesn't work out right away, will it ever work out?
Well, number 8 is another Chelsea striker that didn't work out. AC Milan to Chelsea, 2006. Andrei Shevchenko, £30 million.
Andrei Shevchenko, honestly, I remember Shevchenko being one of my favorite players. I love Shevchenko. And then came to the Premier League, I was like, let's go. I'm going to be able to watch him all the time. And then Shevchenko happened. I was like, oh my God, what happened here? What happened to Andrei Shevchenko? But I'm happy he's kind of regained the status of his career and coaching and everything. Good for Andrei Shevchenko.
Moving on to number 7 includes Chelsea again.
Oh wow.
Leicester to Chelsea, £35 million. Daddy Drinkwater.
Let's be honest.
Nah, that shouldn't be up there. They just got him to fill an English
Why
quota. They didn't
why
actually
did
want
that
him to
signing happen?
fill the English quota? They didn't actually want him.
He actually suffered quite a bit, like mentally. Like he came out with an interview thing last week where he was just like I don't know, things were working out well at the club. I think like some family member died and he suffered like depression or something. Yeah,
I mean that shows how off field affects so much on field. It's just I never understood why that signing happened from Chelsea's perspective. He didn't ever seem like a Chelsea player.
Maybe the English player.
That and also, I mean, his
Fucking
stock
someone
value went up because of Leicester, really.
Yeah.
His stock value was fine, but he could have continued at Leicester and being a decent player for them. What's to Chelsea? Do you think Maurizio Sarri cares about Danny Drinkwater?
Maurizio Sarri wasn't the manager at that time. It was,
Not when they signed him, but he ended up being.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Antonio Conte. So, I mean, he definitely didn't have the level to play for Chelsea, and he even admitted himself that this was a transfer.
Next.
Another Chelsea signing.
Holy.
Yeah, number 6, 40 million pounds. Bakayoko, Monaco to Chelsea.
Again, another one.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
He's been on loan for pretty much every single season except for the first one.
I swear to God, I thought that guy was playing for AC Milan.
I can't. I don't know. He had a good season in Monaco, and like just kind of like it was like I think when Mbappe broke out into the team as well.
So good in FIFA too.
That Monaco team was very strong, and I think they hope they have like another N'Golo Kante in him, and no, definitely not. Kind of I don't know why. It reminded me of like back when like Nzonzi was like kind of like.
Nzonzi. Yeah.
Fucking love Steven Nzonzi at Sevilla.
From Stoke to Sevilla.
Great piece of business.
He was always good for me in FIFA.
Steven Nzonzi. My dad loved him for some reason. He's like, this is the best midfield. I was like, what?
Does your dad like Brexit football too?
Of course he does.
To an extent.
Nah,
To
of
an
course he does.
extent.
Of course Cowboys.
Can we move on?
Come on.
He makes a little flair as well, though.
Lucas, another Liverpool signing.
Holy.
Don't worry, United's gonna be the top
Oh,
three.
Yeah,
Is this Andy?
It's been
It's gotta be
Chelsea.
Andy. It's either Andy or Balotelli.
It's been
Number
Chelsea,
5.
Liverpool, United, all of it.
Andy Carroll,
Andy.
Newcastle to Liverpool, 35 million pounds in 2011. What
He
happened
was
there?
a panic buy, though.
Yeah, they sold.
He was a deadline day. Oh,
'cause-
shit, we need someone.
Liverpool were hoping that Torres and Suarez would be
Yeah.
playing with each other because Suarez was signed in that same window.
Oh, that'd be so horny.
But
Can you
unfortunately,
imagine?
Torres just wanted to leave and win
Fuck.
trophies, which nowadays I don't blame. But back then I was like, ah. And then we got Andy Carroll, who was a promising English striker, tall guy, and I think on his Liverpool debut,
Enough. Leave it alone.
bro, stop getting
Enough.
distracted by the TV.
Yeah.
Continue with Andy Carroll.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was his debut, but one of his first games for the club because he came to the club injured.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And he scored either a 1 goal or a brace, and it was like, holy, yes, this is the man. And he scored in I think he scored in this FA Cup semi-final to help us make the final, and I think he scored in the final as well. I might be wrong about the semi-final, but he scored in the FA Cup final that year for us. We lost to Chelsea. Bozos. But
Sorry.
yeah, obviously injuries and clearly him having a certain style of play that didn't work out.
It did not. Say what you want about Andy Carroll, but he's had a very interesting footballing career.
Hmm.
Was it last week? He was rumored to be going to, was it Anderlecht?
Really?
Yes. Andy Carroll's a free agent. There was reports. I want to say it was Anderlecht, but it might be Club Brugge. It was a team in
Belgium.
In Belgium, and he was on a vacation with his wife. He left the vacation to go to this club. They went, actually, no, we don't want to sign you. So he left his vacation and is still a free agent.
I did hear that.
Why doesn't he
Yes.
just go to the MLS? Or they take him with it.
I mean, I don't think he really has the type of value. I mean, I don't think the MLS wants a player who's consistently injured.
Well, there's a couple of those around.
Go get Aaron Ramsey.
Go get Aaron Ramsey. All
Did
right.
you hear? Yeah, Aaron Ramsey. We'll get back to your list.
Yeah.
So Aaron Ramsey's with Juventus. He's back with Juventus.
Yeah.
He was signing autographs with the team outside with the fans, and these fans got him to sign this paper, and he signs it. And the paper that he signed was a contract termination that they had made up, kind of thing. It was a fake thing. It was contract termination.
funny.
Aaron Ramsey signs it.
That's
And,
so good.
Aaron Ramsey, you're not welcome in Turin. You're actually not welcome in Glasgow anymore.
That was a
Fuck
weird
off.
signing.
Yeah, deadline day. We got him. This is gonna win us the league. Fucking bottles the pen. You lose Europa League.
Are we in the top 3 now?
A top 4.
Oh, top 4.
I think the reason why he didn't go to Club Brugge is I think he failed his medicals.
Not shocked.
Well, he's just coming back from vacation.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Number 4 is Nicolas Pepe. He went to Arsenal, 72 million.
Yeah, that was There's a guy that was working at Arsenal, Raul or whatever his name was, the shadiest man in London. Second shadiest.
There's a couple shady
maybe
London.
15.
We're talking London.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
there's a lot of, yeah.
Come on now.
Roadman.
Maybe the fifth shadiest man in North London.
I think that certain Russian man, we can't say his name. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
resided in.
I didn't think about that. I was
I'm not
just
even talking about the people we know. It's fucking London.
Yeah.
yes.
But yes, yeah, he was a bit shady for Arsenal. A couple of his contracts are
Well,
not
the amount
legit.
of money that was spent for that, like, oh my gosh.
I saw a video recently. I didn't watch it, but the title of it was "Why Nicolas Pepe Was Worth It." I was like, "That is bold, man. That is
Like,
bold."
he had some good moments, like during I think the second half of the season during the
You
pandemic.
really had to dig down for that one. You see it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of bright spots. Either he was never trusted enough for consistent playing time, or wasn't good enough. It's kind of a. It's also like when he came from Lille, a lot of his goals were from penalties. So like he was like one of the top scorers in Ligue 1, but he had a high amount of penalties. I don't know if it was double digits, but it was close to him.
Wow.
So, and obviously, if you're moving from Ligue 1 to the Premier League, like Ligue 1 is a physical league, but if you're not working hard, you're gonna struggle. And we've seen that with some Ligue 1 signings in the past who've been, on the face of it, a little lazy.
Not Demi Payet.
How about
Hey,
your boy
don't ever
Shakir?
Talk about Dimitri Payet.
That's
That
why I
man-
said not Demi
Hey,
Payet.
thank you.
Dickhead.
Thank you, because that man,
Fucking listen.
could be God on earth. He
I
could be.
swear, Liam loves one season.
You tell me Dimitri, he scored the goal of the Europa League this year.
Wait, did you just call Dimitri Payet a one-year wonder?
At West Ham, he was.
That guy's got the salt.
He was only at West Ham for a couple years.
He's only there for like 18 months.
Yeah.
like
One season.
he's only played one season.
Yeah, and then you think he's the greatest Frenchman to ever play in the Premier League.
Dude, he's
Bro, he
He's
was-
second best behind
was-
Terry Henry.
He was fucking nasty.
he was. Dude, Payet is still nasty.
He was so gross.
He's actually one of my favorite players to watch
Robert
today.
Pires?
Pires, Cantona, Thierry Henry.
Whoa.
Demi
Oh,
Payet.
You're going by French players,
I'm
right?
Eric
Yeah,
Laporte.
best French players, yeah.
I mean,
Who?
I thought he was.
I'm Eric Laporte.
I mean, he's not French anymore.
All right, sure. I totally forgot,
Oh
man.
my god! I thought you were joking, but I thought you were saying one season wonders, and I thought
no.
you called Cantona.
No.
once. Yeah. I almost went over top
N'Golo
of
Kante is
Matt.
pretty good.
That is someone.
He's up there.
but like,
Cantona could be one of my favorite players to ever play the Premier
Absolute
League.
fucking goat.
Oh yeah,
Absolute
retired when you were born.
Have you ever watched the pure sauce on Eric Cantona?
have you never seen Cantona highlights?
Not really.
Oh my
What kind
god!
of fucking United fan are you?
Yeah.
Why are you cheer for City
Yeah,
now?
that's pretty
you
sus.
fucked up with us.
That man oozed arrogance and class and just his touch and his. He was a little cunt, but he was great at
He
it.
drop kick a Leeds fan, bro.
I watched more Paul Scholes.
That man eats toes. Okay?
His daughters.
Daughters told.
Get over the ginger man and listen to Eric Cantona.
But to just finish off with Pepe, like there's a good player in that. Just 92 million.
No.
Fuck off back to France.
Anyways,
Yeah, no kidding.
number 3 on top 10 worst signings in Premier League history. Not really a signing, but kind of is. Alexis Sanchez swap deal Arsenal to United.
We talked about this a couple of podcasts ago where it almost was
He loves his dogs.
Sanchez to Manchester City.
Yeah.
But they could not get the deal done, and he decided to go to United instead, and
Yeah, he probably should have gone to City.
he played the piano.
He loved his dogs.
Who do they
And he had
swap
a
with
sex
United?
addiction.
Mkhitaryan.
Oh,
He
right,
probably
yeah.
brought to United.
Arsenal actually maybe got the better deal there.
Yeah.
They both kind of shit.
I mean,
on that one.
yeah. Mkhitaryan still.
Mkhitaryan's
I don't think there was any winners of that one.
He's a snake.
We had a better
Wow.
commercial.
Mkhitaryan? He just
Where's the
fucking
piano?
won the Conference League with Roma. He fucks off to Inter. Fuck you.
I mean, Chalnoglu did.
Don't even talk to me about Hakan
See,
Nikologlu.
that guy's a snake.
I really like that
And then
guy.
he's.
Of course you do, because you're a snake.
He's
We
celebrating
fucking
against
figured
United.
this out already.
You are a
That
snake.
is one of the best Bundesliga goals I've ever seen.
So the one from half?
He's still a snake though.
What's the goalie doing?
Did you not see the movement on the ball there?
Coming from the guy who praised Patrick Schick's goal against Scotland.
You shouldn't be
I
judging
didn't praise
any.
it. I fucking cried.
You shouldn't be judging any goalkeeper errors, man.
It's a fucking good point.
You were terrible.
That was a great keeper.
Indoor.
But with Alexis Sanchez and the Manchester City stuff, like I swear, whenever Manchester City were interested in a player, you're like, no, we need to get him.
Yeah.
And it never worked out any single time.
However, Alexis Sanchez did deliver that beautiful cross at thing. I think it was Paul Pogba or Chris Smalling to defeat Manchester City in the Manchester Derby that year.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm so happy.
And that's probably my favorite Manchester Derby. Actually, no, the one where McTominay scored.
You guys delayed the City's title victory by a few weeks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alrighty, and number one? Number two.
Another United signing! Angel Di Maria!
Oh my god.
60
This
million.
one was your guys' fault, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, 100%.
This one was dead here. You really fucked this one up.
I
What
really.
did we do?
What the fuck did you do?
We wanted to play him!
Shit club.
Yeah, but then he came and didn't respect the club. He didn't come and respect the badge or the legacy of the club. He just came here to not even to play. He just came here for a paycheck.
That's why I say Dobby the Elf can fuck off, but...
I mean, I think he came to play. Like, he had like he had more than 10 Premier League assists that season.
Yeah, he had a great start. He scored one of the best goals. Like I remember that one time it was against Leicester and he scored that beautiful chip from like almost outside the box. I was like, holy shit, this is the next best. He's the one PFA Player of the Year, and then he gets injured.
The most memorable moment Angel Di Maria had for playing for United was his house getting robbed multiple times.
Dude, his house still gets robbed.
Invest in a door.
I think it's unfortunate you're getting robbed, but at the same time, like, how many times do you have to get robbed?
Figure it out.
Before we have some countermeasures. Like anything, bro. Bodyguard.
Get a
You're
dog.
rich.
Get a dog.
I remember we were doing that one stream of PSG and Di Maria was there, and just the entire time we're like,
subbed off.
yeah, he's gonna go defend his house now. Oh, Keylor Navas isn't starting. Oh, he's over at Di Maria's house.
He obviously didn't feel he clearly didn't adjust to the living situation in Manchester, which is probably why he wanted to leave right away.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, how he left, he didn't show up to training ground. I was like, I don't know where he is.
I kind of wish he left in a better way, you know, just say, hey, I want out.
And then when he came back to play against United, he threw beer bottles at him.
Good, I think somebody decked him. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Luke Shaw.
Don't say good because someone threw a beer bottle at him. You don't support that. Don't throw things at players.
Yeah, don't
That's a
throw things
dickhead
at
thing to
players.
do.
Yeah, but I can't. I can't remember who it was, but somebody absolutely threw him into the boards. I was like,
There's no boards.
Yes, I saw that.
Throw him into
You
the
mean
boards.
sideline
Advertisements.
number one.
La caca.
Yes, 97 million. Enter to Chelsea's Romelu Lukaku is number one.
It was a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
How is Harry Maguire not on this list?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah, and how is Lukaku number
I mean,
one?
I think Maguire at least had one good season.
The COVID years.
He cost 80 million.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys didn't even have one good
And this
year.
guy is a liability.
He is. He's
To talk about Lukaku, his comments about, I just need to be respected, is one of the best in the world. I can't stand that man.
I don't like him either. He's a bit of a bitch for what he did.
Okay, congratulations.
Well, yeah, it's
you
like
can score some goals in Serie A.
Bro, you're a professional. You get paid how much, and you're gonna cry on TV, but
Yeah, but then at the same time, before that transfer, he would go there and say, it was my dream to play for Chelsea and play at Stamford Bridge. And all that, like, the viral video of him standing there as a kid and I'm going to play here one day. And then he comes back and it's just like...
When you say he was a kid, the man was 6'2", but yeah.
it was like 50 years, 60 years time.
He's a fucking unit.
it doesn't matter how big he is, man. He's soft.
I think with Lukaku, I think he definitely wanted to prove like himself at Chelsea because it didn't work out the first time around. I think that was true, but I also think Chelsea did, and whoever was in charge of scouting or Tuchel's decision making, whatever it is, they did a bad job identifying him because he clearly didn't match how Tuchel wanted to play.
Well, you look at Lukaku, big body, center forward. You think he'd be great back to goal, hold up play, get those wingers involved.
But that's not how he
He's
likes to
shit
play.
at it.
He likes to like run into
He likes
the
to get
channels.
behind. Lukaku, you're huge. Back into them, and you got that ball all the time.
That's not how his play style is, and we saw at Inter how that worked very well, where he ran into the channels, combined well with Lautaro Martinez. there's a reason why he's wanted to go back to Inter.
Maybe they just signed the wrong Inter striker. Maybe that was the issue.
I
Mhm.
don't know if Lautaro would.
I don't.
Chelsea.
I think it's just one giant piece of hair product. That's all that guy is. Holy fuck.
It bounces. It's kind of funny.
You don't think he would do well at Chelsea?
I don't know. I feel like he'd struggle initially, and Chelsea strikers.
That's fair.
Chelsea genuinely have not had a good striker.
Since Diego Costa.
And that was for one season, and then he wanted to go to China.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on for Diego Costa in his life. He should have probably gone to jail for trying to attack Moussa Dembele and rip out his eyeballs. But, that was just a football match.
No, comma.
I honestly, that was one of my favorite Premier League games of all time. I remember I watched that game live, Chelsea versus Spurs at Stamford Bridge. I was getting up. I was screaming at the TV like, let's go, hit up.
I honestly miss Diego Costa.
Grabbing the guys. I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
It's great having personalities like that.
Oh, Diego Costa's great.
And then, that's the top 10.
Like
So,
you said,
honorable mentions. He's a Harry
Missing
Maguire.
a fridge.
Harry Maguire's honorable mention.
an easy honorable mention. I think it should be the honorable
Also,
mention.
probably missing a Luke Shaw.
No, because
no.
Luke Shaw's not the worst.
Luke
He's
Shaw
not
is
great, but he's not the worst.
Lusso had one great season. Though.
Horrible
Mhm.
menu.
He had one great season.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
He was.
How many years he been there?
Don't
I mean,
worry
he
about
lost his
that.
leg a couple times.
Yeah, he
A
had
couple
he had
times.
bad
He
injuries.
lost his
Like
leg.
I said, it was during that COVID period where a couple of Uniteds like Maguire, Luke Shaw, they played pretty well.
Do you think there's something there because they A, had a bit of a break due to COVID, and B, the empty stadiums?
Yes.
However, this year with Ten Hag,
I'm asking you. Do you think
I
they
mean, I think
benefited
that's
due to the empty
probably played a
stadiums?
factor 100%. Except this year with Ten Hag, we're gonna see AHS Martial back.
I don't think that guy's gonna see you guys.
No, it's not going to happen. Stop pumping our Anthony Martial's tires.
I really don't think that guy's gonna save you. I don't think Ten Hag-
No, nobody said that other than him. Nobody has. That's not
talking
even a
about
hot
Martial.
take.
not
It's
talking
not a
about
hot
Martial.
take.
I think that's gonna be shit next season.
No, really? Thank you. He's been shit for years.
I'm talking about your club.
Don't worry about
Ten
that. We're
Hag.
talking about Martial. Oh, you're talking about Ten Hag?
We're
Yes.
talking about
Oh,
having the top
I've-
10 finish at this point.
Obviously, Martial's not gonna fucking save you.
Yeah, that's what I was
Why would I
saying.
even make that?
I
point?
just
I
love
thought that's
love
what
that
you were.
nickname,
No,
AHS
I'm
Martial. The only time he was actually good.
Yeah, genuinely. I don't get it.
Ice cold in the veins, mate. Ice cold Martial. That's
There's a difference between being ice cold and just not giving a shit. Okay?
because there's that like
He
Twitter.
doesn't give a
It's
fuck.
like
He
those.
doesn't care.
It's like football. There's that group on football Twitter. That's like Martial FC. And they just believe that he's the best striker to grace, but he's fucking.
I'm pretty
shite.
sure that account is run from an insane asylum somewhere. Like, I gotta be honest with you. There's no one out there thinking that in their clear state of mind.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say though is, if an offer came in from Martial, let's say 30 million, you take that?
Yes.
Obviously.
No, because
What?
No, let me.
Nobody's paying 30
Can
million.
I make a fuck? Can I say
I
why?
put it as a high number, of course. This is my
Raheem
no.
Sterling just got sold for 45.
Exactly.
You would take 30?
You don't even
30?
You don't even let me.
Fucking explain yourself.
You don't need to explain
No,
something.
yeah, let us pile on first and then you can.
Because if Ronaldo leaves and Martial leaves, they have no striker.
Sign one.
That's what I mean. If they sign a replacement, that's fine.
Well, obviously, if they sell Ronaldo, they're gonna buy somebody. They're
But
not.
do you trust Man United to make a sign like that?
But you can't also be stupid enough to be there. Oh, Ronaldo's gone. Guess we're just gonna sit here and wait.
I
Yeah,
watched-
obviously, they're gonna replace him with
I
somebody.
watched a clip from the True Geordie podcast, and he was talking about how this entire Ronaldo situation would not have been a situation if United had had a certain player that is no longer with the club.
Oh,
If he was still at the team, there was no issues with Ronaldo leaving. You had the next goal scorer at United. You had the next. You had the clear
I
and
think we can
obvious
talk
number
about
9.
this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what the True Geordie said, and all the comment sections are the
It's not really Man U's fault, though.
no, not at all. Not your guys' fault at all. All the comment section on that True Geordie is, oh, they should bring him back, bring him back. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with people? Like, I
Just
don't
kids who
understand.
don't understand.
Yeah, that's
anything.
exactly it.
I want to shift to across the pond, if that is okay. If there's anything
One
else.
thing I
we
want to
want.
mention, this is a little bit different. How about all the signings that Ghana have been making? Ghana!
Who's Ghana signed?
Yeah, they're gonna be sick in the
Bro, and they're not even done. Apparently, Nketiah also wants to join Ghana soon. Or
He's never going to play for England.
So they've got Iñaki Williams.
Yeah.
Out to Iñaki Williams.
I don't know who this guy is. Stefan Ambrosius.
Ambrose.
Stefan Eustachio?
Dean
Yeah,
Ambrose.
Stephen Ambrose.
Stephen Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose?
Anderson?
Next up, Tariq Lamptey.
Yes, I saw that.
And then they have Mohamed Salisu.
Oh.
Big shock across Africa. Mohamed Salah.
I thought that's what I thought he was gonna
Oh,
say.
man.
Can you imagine the seeds? A couple bad tournaments. This man's no
Egypt.
longer Egyptian.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the caption of this tweet is no way Ghana have made more signings than me.
I mean,
Not funny.
honestly, I'm a big fan of these players playing for their African nations because I think African nations deserve a little bit more credibility and
Well,
respect
actually,
in
Now
these
he's
big
got to get all
tournaments.
the ones off the France now.
They've also
Exactly.
got Patrick Pfeiffer, and they also signed Ransford Yaboa Koningsdorfer.
Koningsdorfer.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, his name is Koningsdorfer.
That guy was a star in our last career,
Yeah, he was, yeah.
career mode.
But what I want to say, they also tried to get Callum Hudson-Odoi,
Yeah,
but that's apparently not in the water now.
but again, he's never gonna play for England.
Well, you never know. Maybe we'll see what happens this season.
What if somebody gets injured?
You need a fucking list of people to get injured. Fucking James Ward-Prowse has a higher chance than Callum
They
Hudson-Odoi.
play different.
That's probably true, though, isn't it? Nah, it's Gareth Southgate. He'll totally play him right
Exactly, he
away.
plays 16 at the back.
He
And,
totally would play.
Anyway,
but you're
so-
fucking
Right.
Tamori can't get a game, so you
Right.
know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, I want
Still play
to.
for Canada.
I want to bring it to the MLS because while we were doing our thing on Friday, we also were watching El Trafico
Hey.
because that was fun.
That was honestly insane.
It was a great
That was
match.
insane. That was probably my favorite game I've watched since the end of the European
Yeah,
campaigns.
and LAFC, Gareth Bale's new club with the
Can
win.
we speak about that, man?
Yeah.
Guy, so that guy got shit on. How many years in Spain for not adjusting?
Yeah,
And he went to LA and started speaking Spanish.
literally the first interview he had, he spoke Spanish.
That is elite levels of shit
That
house.
man hates Madrid.
Unbelievable levels.
If he gets showed up just wearing a shirt that says "fuck
You know,
Zidane," he would have.
that is crazy because I think when he first signed with Real Madrid, he's like, "Oh, my favorite club growing up was Real Madrid," and now he like despises them.
Sometimes dreams aren't really what you think they are.
I love that. It's a
When you meet your celebrity, they turn out to be dog shit.
That's what kind of Zlatan said about going to Barca. His dream was to go to Barca, and look how that turned out.
Okay,
No,
Barca
that
did
was
do it wrong.
Pep's fault.
Pep did.
Yeah, I know, but
But yes,
Different.
so LA
Different.
FC win 3-2 over LA Galaxy. Gareth Bale was there.
And Chiellini was
Chiellini
hilarious.
on the
to
bench
watch.
trying to explain to these Americans how to defend. He goes, "You got 4," and the guy goes, "Oh, okay." It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you just see the pain this man was in trying to
can you
explain.
I don't
simple.
know. Can you find me a clip of that? Is there a clip?
I'll see what I can do.
Toronto's way in the lead. Guys.
But there was that goal from Cifuentes who immediately after he scored it, you said he looked like Marcus Rashford.
You look like a D-Tech Marcus Rashford.
D-Tech.
He had
Not
this
even
thing.
B, bro.
No,
Marcus Rashford hasn't been that good.
No, I mean physically. You look like Marcus Rashford's 14th cousin removed.
Honestly, it might have been because he kind of played like Rashford, but like current form.
There
Rashford.
was a fake Rabona attempt,
Oh yeah.
and it honestly,
How does one attempt a fake rebellion?
he went for it. I don't know if he
Did he
missed
just,
the
like,
ball
fall
or he just.
or-
I don't know. He calmed himself. He was. I don't know if he went for it and just pulled out of it or he just missed. I don't know. But there was a Rabona attempt. He went nah, and then made a pass.
Yeah, it was
At least
horrendous.
a Rabona pass.
No,
No. He pulled out of it like
What
immediately.
a fucking pussy.
but that's not the only
You gotta
MLS
commit to
news that
those.
matters. Big news.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest news was Wayne Rooney back to
I'm very
DC
excited.
United as the coach.
Really?
Yeah,
When
Confirmed
did this happen?
literally like
an hour or two ago.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I love it.
I do too.
I do and I don't. I really wish Wayne Rooney had stayed in that English football pyramid somewhere. But this gives him an opportunity
They really wanted me
out of the spotlight a little bit to make a name for himself coaching wise and then move back to England.
Javi did it. Going pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, Xavi went from Qatar to Barcelona.
He could have been a Barca. He could have been like a Barca B or youth coach.
Right.
He decided to go to Qatar, back some bills,
Yep.
win some trophies,
Yep.
So
Revolutionized.
and now he's coming
Other-
with the help of some levers to save our club.
These.
Levers.
we're talking about across the pond. Let's talk about arguably the most iconic moment in Canadian Premier League history.
Yeah.
And not a good
Yo,
sense. Have you seen this?
my boy Justin showed me that today. What the
Yeah.
is it the fucking miss?
So here,
That is match
yeah,
fixing.
I'll read this.
I refuse to believe
It might be
otherwise.
match fixing. There might be match fixing in the Canadian Premier League.
Might be.
Bizarre.
What the fuck?
Basically, here's his tweet how it sums up. Bizarre scenes in the Canadian Premier League as an attacker mistakenly stops his teammate's shot from crossing the line.
Bro, I know the CPL's, kind of like
It's working its way up.
amateur.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
But like, bro, no one can be that shit. You know? Like nobody
I
can
gotta
be
be honest. The ball.
that shit.
The ball.
He
was,
would score that. He would score that. The
The ball was
ball was going in.
It was already over the line by like half, and he cleared it
Yeah,
out.
it's match
He
fixing, bro.
scooped it.
It's match fixing.
Like, my thing is, what goes into your head to?
I gotta save this. I gotta save this shot so I can sign for this team next season.
But like the thing is like if you're like if you're trying to make sure it's going in, sure, I get that.
Bro, he swung the opposite way.
That's what I'm saying. He used the wrong foot.
It's
like,
match fixing.
why
I
are
don't
you
care.
trying to hammer it into the side of the net? And I say that in quotes because I cannot possibly understand what you were trying to do. Just hammer it into the side of the net. You couldn't use your left foot?
He could have actually.
Literally let it go. It was going in.
He could have had a heart attack, fell over, hit the ball, and would have went in.
Yeah, he could have. He literally could have stood there, set up a 4-course meal with a steak and a full-on just filet mignon type
I
stuff.
think the ball would have been by then.
It's still no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It still would have went in.
Shit, the turd would have fell, hit the ball, went in.
Yeah, literally.
It's match fixing.
I mean, genuinely, that is what the narrative will be, at least online.
There's
kind
no,
of thing.
Liam. There is
Oh,
absolutely no
I'm not
way.
disagreeing with you.
There's no fucking way.
What I'm saying is,
if he
though,
missed that, I need himself to retire.
Could you
I
imagine?
need him to retire.
What do you think? What
If I
happened?
missed that, I would retire.
Here's the thing. The Canadian Premier League needed this to go viral. Now people know about the Canadian Premier League.
well, I gotta be honest, the comment section was
Still not gonna watch it. Though.
You don't
vile
have to.
towards it.
But it brings attention.
The Canadian, the comment section was
Yes.
talking about the miss, then it was talking about the lack of people in the stands, and that's sort of a better fault team. There was like 3,000-4,000 in the stadium. Check out FC Edmonton. There's not 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Yeah,
In the
there's
stadium.
just a James.
and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just a James and his girlfriend.
No,
That's
but
it.
like, genuinely, what do you think was the conversation when they got back into
There's no way they said
There
the
needs
locker
to
room?
actually be a genuine
I don't even know what I'd say to that guy.
inquiry into was this match fixed?
It is. I don't
Because
give a shit. It's
if
not
it
fixing.
was a miss,
It's not.
all right.
Look, we've seen stupid things happen.
I
No,
completely
not-
agree.
Lucas.
This was bad, though.
This is not the same, bro. This is not the same.
There's levels
This
to
was a goal line
There's
clearance.
levers to this.
This is a different lever, you know.
Not a financial. Well, actually,
No.
maybe it was financial. Maybe it
Not
was
a
Yeah.
bailout lever. This is a.
There has to
Obviously,
be
That's a goal line clearance. I don't
Also, this is
care.
all alleged, obviously.
It's a goal line. It's a goal line.
there has to be a look into it, and
That's madness.
here's hoping that there's not
Here's hoping there is.
shadiness
What
in
the
the
fuck you mean?
CPL.
You don't want like.
You don't want that, man.
Why not?
Because that ruins the whole league.
Hey,
That ruins the credibility.
like
of the
we
league.
said before,
The league has
all
credibility.
publicity is good publicity.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
To be fair, the CONCACAF Champions League had some match fixing that happened.
Really?
But when
CONCACAF
it was like
makes me mad.
2 years ago or a year ago where an owner of a team might have been in the CONCACAF seconds competition, but
Right.
an owner of a team he played for them.
What?
He played for his team.
Yeah, that's kind of.
They ended up winning the game, and then you could see there's videos after the game him giving money to the other team.
See, that's not the same as the other one though, because that one's at least sick.
That's like half baller. It's
Pablo
it's
Escobar
almost yeah,
That's unbelievable.
It's almost respectable, you
And
know.
then both teams just got banned from the
Look how
competition.
happy this guy is.
Probably-
Brad, Big man.
They probably had a call. Like,
It's a
from
Big Mac,
from
but
call- like,
thicker.
who was it?
No free ads.
CONCACAF?
It was in CONCACAF.
Yeah, they brought out a CONCACAF.
free.
Hey guys, you can't do this. You just can't.
Also, could he not have said that money a different way rather than on camera? Like,
Yeah.
E-transfer.
I was just gonna say
Like, it was
e-transfers.
covered
is
this
a
last
thing.
Give it to him next week at his house. Like,
Yeah, hey, much appreciated, bro.
Pigeon carrier? Carrier pigeon?
the thing last year.
What?
What
do
you
you
said?
No. So you could have given him the,
Oh
the
yeah, you
next
took
week
him.
at his
You didn't
house.
figure out e-transfer until like 28.
What conversation are you in?
He's in his own world.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
piggybacking off the dumb shit he said about the dumb shit.
But you're wrong about the dumb shit that they're talking about. I feel like that's where we
Do
should.
we have more to talk about? Or is that
Well,
it?
the women's Euros started.
It is.
Yes.
We
Oh,
just
yes.
watched Piemonte Calcio lose 5-1. France lost. Italy
Yeah.
lost to France 5-1. The player that scored for Italy was named Piemonte.
Oh,
That's why we
really?
said Piemonte Calcio.
Juventus is gonna be back in FIFA next.
Yeah.
The game is still dog shit.
Didn't FIFA lose the entire league today? I thought I read that. Hold on,
I'm
let
not
me,
sure.
let me do a Google search.
But you were going to mention the.
Yeah, the women's Euros, it's been a raving success so far in England. They've broken records for attendance for a game in general, where I think they got 60-something thousand on the first game, and then they broke attendance not involving a host team. I think they've been getting like over 20,000 people going to games. You've been seeing a lot of support from like countries like Sweden, Netherlands in the cities, and it's been good so far. I've seen a few games, but I obviously don't have the most knowledge about the women's game. But
Actually, I was going to mention the lack of coverage that we get for that is a bit.
yeah, you have to go on
Disappointing.
UEFA.tv.
It's a bit
Yeah.
disappointing that there's no Canadian channel that could have picked that up.
Yeah,
I
at
didn't
least,
even know it was
at least it's free, but yeah, it's like I had to like search in.
Like I know Canada really pumps out the Canadian women's national team, which is great, good for you. But there's more to the world of women's football than just Christine Sinclair.
Yeah.
There is. You have to understand that.
Yeah.
She's out. There you go.
No, she set
She's
up.
out.
She set up
Hey!
Johnny Grosso.
Look at that fucking man. Clear. He's fucking.
Hey,
Okay.
He's just so good.
Okay, so with your guys' limited knowledge of women's football,
Yeah.
who's winning the tournament? I just want to see what countries.
America! Fuck you!
I mean, France just won 5-1 versus Italy. I know England's a
I
favorite.
don't want America to win.
They're not in the
It's
tournament.
Euros. Hey, yeah, hello.
You literally just did the meme. But
Oh my god, people are actually going to think we're American now.
This is what I say when I. This is what I'm saying when I say I lose race up.
I gotta be honest.
I mean,
Maybe you just don't have them.
You just build a
maybe,
waz.
maybe the things are, the tables are turning, man.
No, shut up. You're an idiot.
How the turntables have turned.
Waz just
Rip
said
the
that to
turntable.
you.
Dude, no.
Yeah,
Waz
you
has
should
literally
feel
said
bad.
rip in peace before. I am not taking that. He said rip in peace.
I said
I'm
rip
giving
in
a
peace.
shout out
It wasn't
to
serious.
France.
Tap.
yeah, France
Shout
are
out to
like
France.
France are highly rated.
They got that center back who's mad.
Renard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's mad.
massive.
I can I go next? I'm going to Sweden.
They made the Olympic final last
They
year.
have nice.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fans.
They tied Netherlands, who are also a very good team too.
I'll go England.
City.
Lucy Bronze.
I was at follow the BBC, and there any chance they get to say Lucy Bronze is, oh my god, Lucy Bronze, she did this.
Just stop following the BBC.
Fuck
Right,
up.
you.
Well, they gave me Wimbledon coverage. I wanted to watch
Good.
Wimbledon.
Pick a random country. First comes.
Hey, Latvia, you get 10 points.
But you see, it's shit because Zimbabwe is the first one that popped into my head.
That's not
Oh,
European.
Okay, first European country comes into your head.
He will say England.
England, there we go.
Lucas is winning it. Because you're the
Uh,
only one here that actually matters. I can answer it.
Yeah.
I could see England winning it, just their
Such a
host,
boring
but
fucking answer.
I think I'm gonna go with Netherlands.
Ooh.
They made the World Cup final in 2019.
Okay.
Or was it 20?
I like how we all had
Well, you know
different
what?
answers.
It's time to wrap that up.
Yeah.
It was a thing. It was a thing. So if you have enjoyed watching or listening or wherever you are enjoying our podcast, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Hit us up in the comment section, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. From the five of us, fuck you, Greg. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Where's the working man?